Dear students, in this video we are going to see seventh lesson, understanding marginalization. That lesson we are going to see. Let us see first point. To be marginalized is to force to occupy the side or fringes and thus not be at a center of things. In the social environment, people or the communities may have the experience of being excluded. Their marginalization can be because they speak a different language, follow different customs, or being different religion groups from a majority community. Fourth one, they may feel marginalized because they are poor, considered to be a low social status, and viewed as being less human than others. Fifth point, the sense of difference and exclusion lead to communities not having access to resources and opportunities and their inability to assert their rights. Marginalization is seldom experienced in one sphere. Economic, social, cultural, and political factors work together to make certain groups in society feel marginalized. Adivasis, the term literally means original inhabitants. They are communities who lived and often continue to live in close association with the forest. Around 80% of Indian population is Adivasi. The most important mining and industrial centers in India are located in Adivasi area. There are over 500 different Adivasi groups in India. Adivasi societies are most distinctive because there are often very little hierarchy among them. Adivasi practice a range of tribal religions that are different from Islam, Hinduism, and Christianity. Adivasis have always been influenced by different surrounding religion like Sakta, Buddhist, Vaishnav, Bhakti, and Christianity. Adivasi religions themselves have simultaneously influenced dominant religions of the empire around them. During 19th century, substantial number of Adivasi converted to Christianity, which has emerged as very important religion in the modern Adivasi history. Adivasis have their own language, which has often deeply influenced the formation of mainstream language. Adivasi are invariably portrayed in very stereotypical ways. Common people have a wrong belief that Adivasi are exotic, primitive, and backward. Adivasi are often blamed of their own lack of advancement as they are believed to be resistant to change or the new ideas. Forests are absolutely crucial to develop all the embers and settle cultivation in India. The continuation of the life depend heavily on forests that help recharge many of the Indian rivers and is becoming clearer now, crucial to the availability of and equality of our air and water. Forests converted to major parts of our country till 19th century, and the Adivasis had a deep knowledge of access to and as well as control over the most of the vast tracts at least till the middle of 19th century. This meant that they were not ruled by large states and empires. Often, empires heavily depend on Adivasis for crucial access to the forest resources. In this pre-colonial world, Adivasis were traditional ranged hunters and gatherers and nomads and lived by shifting agriculture and also cultivating in one place. Forest land has been cleared for timber and to get land for agriculture and industry. Adivasi have more lived in areas that rich in minerals and natural resources. These are taken over for mining and other large industrial projects. Huge tracts of their land has also gone under the waters of hundreds of dams that have been built in independent India. India has 54 national parks and 372 wildlife sanctuaries covering 1,09,652 square kilometers. Losing land and access to the forest means that tribals lost their main source of livelihood and food. Adivasis have migrated to cities in search of work that they are employed for very low wages in the local industries or at building or a construction sites. 45% of the tribal groups in the rural areas and 35% in urban areas lived below the poverty line. Many tribal children are malnourished. Literacy rate among the tribals also are very low. Adivasis, when displaced from their lands, and they lose much more than source of income, and that is they lose their tradition and custom, a way of living and being. These are an existence of an interconnectedness between economic and social dimensions of the tribal life. Destruction on one sphere naturally impact the other. The term minority is used to refer the communities that are numerically small in relation to the rest of the population. Size can be disadvantaged and lead to the marginalization of relatively smaller communities. That safeguards are needed to protect minority communities against the possibility of being culturally dominated by majority. According to 2001 census, Muslims are the 13.4% of Indian population and are considered to be a marginalized community in India, because in comparison to their communities, the Muslims have been deprived of the benefits of the social and economical developments over the years. Recognizing that Muslims of India were lagging behind in terms of various development indicators, the government set up high-level committee in 2005, chaired by Justice Rajendra Sachar. The committee examined the social, economic, and educational status of Muslim community. The social marginalization of Muslims in some instances has led to the migration from one place where they have lived. This process leading to ghettoism of the community. Sometimes the prejudice lead to the hatred and violence. Marginalization is a complex phenomenon require a variety of strategies, measures, and safeguards to redress this situation. There are different reasons of each communities that are being marginalized. Marginalization is linked to experiencing disadvantage, prejudice, and powerlessness. Marginalization results in having low social status and not having equal access to the education and other process. Marginalized communities always want to maintain their cultural distinctiveness while having access to right, develop, and other opportunities. Then some important terms: hierarchy, a graded system or arrangement of persons or things. Usually, persons at the bottom of the hierarchy are those who have least power. Ghettos is an area or locally that is populated largely by members of a particular community. Ghettoization refers to the process that lead to such a situation. This may occur due to various social, cultural, and economical reasons. Often a ghettoized community has few options of moving out, which may lead to them becoming alienated from rest of the society. Mainstream. This refers to the main current of a river or a stream. Mainstream also refers to the people or community that are considered to be at the center of the society, that is often powerful or dominant group. Displaced. This refers to the people who are forced or compelled to move from their home or for big development projects including dams, mines, etc. Traced. An area where the presence of the armed force is considered. Malnourished, a person who is not having adequate nutrition or food. Okay, we will continue in next video.